So since you've clicked on this video, you already know we're going to be talking about Marvel's latest rebranding effort, Legacy. But before we do, let me just get this out of the way now so that we don't keep bringing it up during the episode. Yes, this is essentially Marvel's answer to DC Rebirth. Like seriously, I'm not even trying to be snarky here. It looks like they're going full Rebirth on us. It's doing a lot of the same things. It's going back to basics. It's reestablishing old relationships and legacies. It's trying to get back to what fans like about the properties in the first place. It's inevitable that the two be compared with each other. I just wanted to come out with it first and make sure we're all on the same page and agree that Marvel Legacy is pretty much just DC Rebirth with the Marvel lineup this time. I am not saying that Marvel ripped DC off. All I'm saying is that the two are very similar to each other. Very, very similar. On with the show. So this past weekend at C2E2, Marvel announced their brand new line-wide relaunch dubbed Marvel Legacy. As per Chief Creative Officer Joe Quesada, the Marvel Legacy Initiative is a celebration of everything that makes Marvel the best in fiction and a signifier of a new era for Marvel Comics. It's a loving look at the heart of Marvel as we embrace our roots and move enthusiastically forward with all the Marvel characters you know and love, starting in the biggest, boldest, best Marvel stories. The whole thing's going to kick off this fall with a 50-page Marvel Legacy one-shot written by Jason Aaron with art by Asad Ribic. Now, if you've been following the comics industry for the past few years, or if you happen to subscribe to this channel, then you know that Marvel has been doing a lot of things that have sort of not gone over well. They've been slowly phasing out their older classic characters in favor of a new diverse group of younger heroes. Their older characters are either depowered, dead, or Nazis maybe. If you were to show a picture of the current Marvel lineup to somebody, even a dedicated comics fan, they would have a hard time telling you who's who. Not to mention that there currently isn't a Fantastic Four comic on the market, or the fact that the X-Men have been in a big rut as of late, being pushed aside in favor of the Inhumans, the Roman Reigns of comics. And this shakeup has been cited as one of the big reasons that Marvel has lost a lot of footing in the marketplace, losing ground to publishers like Image and DC. So Legacy is Marvel's attempt at getting back to basics. As you can see from this preview image, all the classic versions of your favorite characters are coming back. Thor Odinson there, Steve Rogers seems to be cured of Hydra, Bruce Banner seems to be cured of being dead. Not only that, but books starring classic characters are going back to their original numbering, pretty much signifying that everything takes place all in the same storyline. Everything we've been reading is all part of one big Marvel story. Everyone's coming back, but Marvel is making sure to have room for their new characters as well. Per Axel Alonso, the editor-in-chief, Marvel Legacy will decide once and for all if the Marvel Universe is big enough for Miles and Peter, Riri and Tony, Thor and Jane Foster, Laura and, dare I say, Logan. Spoiler alert, it is. Okay, cool. Marvel is looking to get back into the good graces of fans who have felt left behind by all the shakeups and changes to their classic characters. That's nice. But I don't think it's going to be enough. A few weeks ago, I did a video on Marvel's VP of Sales talking about how diversity is to blame for Marvel's current sales slump, how fans aren't taking to these new diverse characters and want the old ones back. Now in that video, I do talk about the diversity issue, but I make it clear that that's not Marvel's problem. Everything else that they do is Marvel's problem. Like their seeming disrespect for their classic characters, or the fact that they rely too heavily on event books, or the fact that they publish too many books a month, or the fact that their books cost too damn much, or the fact that creators keep leaving them at an alarming rate. Legacy seems to be addressing one of those problems, the disrespect towards the classic characters. They seem to be bringing them back to the forefront. It doesn't seem to be fixing Marvel's event addiction. Secret Empire hasn't even started yet, and already we know what the next status quo change is going to be. And just because books are going back to their classic numbering doesn't mean they're immune to getting canceled and then relaunched 6 months down the road. That's another thing they like to do. Keep books short in number, cancel them, and then relaunch them again with a brand new number one. And we don't know what the cost of the Marvel Legacy one-shot is going to be. Comparing it to Rebirth for just 1 second, the DC Universe Rebirth special cost $2.99 and was 80 pages. Marvel Legacy one-shot is 50 pages, and they have a tendency to release books at that page count for $10. And if you thought Marvel put out a lot of books before, now they're pretty much guaranteeing that they're going to do a book for every version of every hero that they have. And who's to say there still won't be editorial conflicts that cause creators to leave? All of this could just be surface level fan pleasing, taking the easy way out by bringing back the classic characters and hoping that's enough to satiate fans. When DC announced Rebirth, they did it with a few teasers on Twitter before their big press conference at Comics Pro a few weeks later. There they laid out their entire game plan, go back and re-establish the relationships and legacies that were hurt during the New 52, lower the prices of their books, stop focusing on controversy and angst, and start focusing on fun, hope, and superheroics again. Also, they apologized for the bad costumes of the New 52. That's really important. All we really know about Marvel Legacy right now is that our favorite heroes are coming back and some books are getting renumbered. That's it. And until we have more info, I just don't know, guys. I don't know if this will be enough to make Marvel what it used to be. I'm still going to check it out. Generations already piqued my interest, and this seems to be following along the same path. But unless Marvel can fix all of their other problems, then this is just going to be a band-aid over a much larger wound, a temporary fix. If Marvel really wants to be back on top, if they really want that huge portion of the market that they used to have, they're going to have to change a lot more than who Iron Man currently is. But what do you guys think about Marvel Legacy? Are you excited for this? Is this what you want? Is this enough to get you reading Marvel again? Let me know down below or anywhere on the internet. You can already start to see a little bit of what they're planning for Legacy with their current X-Men relaunch right now, but we're only an issue or two into this current X-Men relaunch, so we don't really know how this is going to pan out long run, or even if this is a good barometer for what Legacy will be. I mean, all people seem to be talking about regarding the new X-Men books is the controversial artwork, and that doesn't seem to be a good starting point for a big-time relaunch. We, of course, have new videos every Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern is Wulff Den Live, the live YouTube extravaganza. You can see me sitting in this chair and Bob in that chair, where we will talk about a whole bunch of things in our chairs.
Yeah!
If you can't make the live show, don't worry. We will put it up again on Thursday on YouTube and in audio format on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play for all your listening needs. And of course, don't forget the backlog every Saturday at 10 a.m.-ish, where Bob and I will go through a random game in our video game collection and talk about it regardless of whether or not we've played it. We've had some interesting ones, and there are some more interesting ones to come. Promise. And as always, like if you like, subscribe if you really like, share this video with a friend. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.